Hey guys, welcome to the channel. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make your very own Team Deathmatch style map in Fortnite Creative. The Team Deathmatch itself is pretty simple. It's cut and dry. You can either do eliminations to win or score to win. I'm going to use score to win in this particular map. So I'm going to show you how to set up a score manager and an in-game device and all that to end the round whenever a certain team gets to the score limit. I'll show you how to do that. Another thing I'm going to show you how to do is to use classes. Since the Team Deathmatch itself is pretty cut and dry, it's pretty basic mechanics for that, so there's not a lot that goes into making a Team Deathmatch in itself. I'm going to spend a lot of the video covering classes and then different different weapons, and you can even change health and shields and sprint based on what class your players choose on the game start or when they spawn in. So I'm going to go ahead and cover that. I do already have built up a pregame lobby. This is pretty basic pregame lobby. I just went ahead and built that up real quick. If you want details on how to make a pregame lobby, you can check out my video on how to make a pregame lobby. But with that, I just got a timer device over here that triggers a mutator zone that's going to spawn players into the play area that I'm going to make somewhere probably over here. But I'm going to go ahead and get started and build up a play area for them to play in. Okay, so I have the main play area built. It's a pretty small area for this. It's just for tutorial purposes anyway, so it doesn't matter. You can customize this however you want. I'm just going to leave it pretty basic for now. On one side I have Team 2 and on the other side I have Team 1. I did place these billboards here just so I know which side is which, so for future reference whenever I'm making like the damage device and all that, so I don't put the wrong damage device on the wrong side. That would be pretty bad if a team spawns in and gets instantly eliminated, because this here is going to be the side for Team 2. I'm going to have a damage device in here that will eliminate anybody from the wrong team, so they can't come in here and eliminate players while they're spawning in, and it would be bad to mix it up, and as soon as they spawn in they get eliminated. So I just went ahead and put those billboards in. Those are just for me. Those are not going to be delete them once the game's done. So what I have here is this little area. I have a place they can walk through and the wall to block them while they're getting ready. I'm going to put some vending machines over here that they can buy different weapons for once they've got enough eliminations with gold that they've earned from eliminations, and the same exact thing on the other side. So what we're going to go ahead and get started doing is we're going to do the class selector thing real quick, and that's pretty simple to do. So I'm going to go ahead. It's simple to set up, but you can customize these to very incredible points. So there's so much you can do with them. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So under your devices, you're going to put like class. And you're going to need a couple things. You're going to need a class designer for one, a class selector, and if you want them to select it in the UI, you're going to need this as well. Unless you want, you can do it a couple different ways. You can have them selected on spawn. Every time they spawn in, they will get a menu that pops up, and they can select their class from there. Or you can actually drop this, this class selector in their spawn to where they can walk up to it and change the class manually if you choose to do it that way. What I'm going to do is just have them pick it on spawn. So to do that, we're going to need just one of these, luckily. This is your class selector, and then the class designers, you're going to need one of these per class you choose. So I think I'm going to do like maybe 3 or 4 of them. So, and these do not need to be per team, so it's just unless you want to customize it per team. But each team can choose from the 4 classes, and it's not going to matter. They're not team dependable. So we're going to go ahead and make our classes themselves first. Kind of space them out a little bit, because if you drop the wrong weapon in there, it gets sucked up by the wrong class selector, and it's kind of annoying. So let's see, what class do we want first? And you can name it yourself. Let's call this one just like an assault class. Okay, class identifier. We'll make that class 1. This is going to be the default class. I have it set up in the main island settings that class 1 is the default. So this is going to be the default class. If they choose not to select a class, it'll automatically be this one. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and equip the first item. It's not going to be visible during the game. And this is where you can get really crazy with all the stuff. See, I went into the main island settings and turned off a lot of stuff. Like they don't start with a pickaxe or any of that stuff. And you can change their max health and everything. So we're going to go ahead. I think I'm going to change. It's going to be pretty basic for this one, but I think I'm going to have like a sniper class that will have like better sprinting, but they're going to have less health. And you can change a lot. So we're going to go ahead. I think this is pretty much going to be pretty generic for the assault class. It's going to be just pretty basic. Okay. I don't think there's anything really I'm going to override. But what I do want is we're going to go into here. We're going to give them an assault rifle. Kind of assault rifle. It's just that. Give them like some kind of pistol. Not dual pistols. Is that really all I have to choose from? Okay. And then maybe some kind of grenade. That might be. Yeah, it's probably an item. Okay. We'll give them 5 of those. 3 is probably good. Okay. So then you just drag and drop these into that. So there we go. I got my assault class. And I'll customize it more later. Let's make this a sniper class. And this is going to be class number 2. I probably should put a name on it. I'll put a name on the other one. Okay, grant items on respawn. I probably didn't have that turned on for the other one. I should do that. Okay, so starting health percentage. That's what I want. Max health. I think 100 is default, so we'll do like 80 for this one. But we're going to change this percentage, right? So we're going to make it move a little bit faster. Energy recharge, recharge delay. Is there? I'm not seeing the. I'm gonna just turn up their energy max. Let's see, like if I got their movement multiplier, I think their sprint multiplier is the same. So I'd like to change that if I could. Not seeing that option unless it's later on down here. Okay, I'm not seeing it. Unless I glanced over it, which is possible, it happens. Sprinting. I can keep their movement the same and then just make their energy recharge faster. What is default? We'll make it a shorter time. I don't know what default is for the recharge amount, so just leave it at default, but the recharge delay be quicker. We'll do like 1 second. So I don't know what default is on that either. Okay, sliding, all that's good. So they do a little less health, but they'll be able to sprint more frequently. So I can't find I was looking for one that costs less to sprint, but I don't see that here. I know it's in the main island settings, but it's going to affect everyone, and I don't want it to be for everyone. I want it to just be for this class, and I don't see that. Okay, so we'll call that good for now. I need to make sure that I did class name. This is going to be assault. Okay, class description. I don't need that right now. Equipped. Yep. Okay. And then we will grab stuff for them. So they'll get a different kind of thing. They're like a flashbang, a recon grenade. What's this do? That'd be a good one for them to have. I'll give them a couple of those. I probably just dropped that on the ground, didn't I? Oh, they can only have 2? I would already put it in there. Ah, man. Okay. And then we'll go to weapons. Let's get a sniper rifle of some sort. That'll be fine. And then some kind of pistol. I think I picked this one for the last one, so we'll do the same pistol for everyone. Okay. Then just drop them in there. Okay, so the next one we'll do like a berserker, maybe like a medic. Medic sounds good. And this is gonna be class 3. Do that. Their starting health percentage is fine. Max health, we're going to go ahead and give them a little bit more health. And maybe we'll give them some shields. We'll give them like 50 shields. They won't start with it, they'll have to earn it. Well, because I don't have any. Yeah, okay, that'll be fine. Yeah, that'll be alright. Maybe 100 shields. We'll see if that's too powerful in a minute. Okay, movement multiplier, that's all going to be the same. I'm not going to change any of that. Okay, the rest of it I think is okay. So for this class, we're going to give them an SMG. Oh, what happened? Okay, give them, well, there's a lot to choose from. Like a rapid fire SMG, a pistol, same pistol as everyone, but I'm also going to give them splash, chug splash, there we go, and we'll give them, well, and we'll give them 5 so they can heal their teammates and themselves, because they can give themselves shields, but none of the other teammates will have shields. Okay. So they get this submachine gun, this pistol, and 5 chug splashes. Okay, I don't know what I'm going to make this last class. I could just do 3. Yeah, okay. Let's see. We got an assault, a sniper, and a medic. We could do like an assassin class, I guess. Pretty sure I didn't spell that right, but that's alright. I think that's how you spell assassin. A lot of S's in there. That doesn't look right either. I don't know if that's right. I would just call him a rogue. That way I know I can spell that right. Okay. Quick granted item, first item. Start with pickaxe, no. I'm going to cut their max health down. I'm going to go. Can I do 80? I did. Will that work? Yeah, okay, cool. Do the same as the sniper class. We're going to change their sprinting as well. Did you recharge amount? We'll do the recharge delay the same way we did the other one. Okay. But for them, let's see, what kind of weapons do I want them to have? We'll have, let's see. I know I want them to have like some kind of sword, so is there a basic sword? No. Maybe like a silent submachine gun sort of thing. That looks silenced. Then we'll give them, I was looking for some kind of sword. Can't. Oh. Ooh, what about a bow? That'd be good. Oh, explosive bow doesn't really sound like maybe a fire bow. Rogues and assassins are like poison, so is there like a poison bow? Stink bow. There we go. That'll probably be it. And then for their items, we'll give them, is it like a smoke grenade? Yeah, there we go. We'll give them 3 of them. And it dropped it in there. Okay, cool. We'll clear the items. Did it clear them? Didn't look like it cleared the items. They're still floating around there. All items removed. Okay. It says it's removed. We'll see. Then we'll drop that, and there's smoke grenades. Why did it not? There it goes. Okay. So now I got my classes set up. Now we can come over here to the class selector. Did I drop it? Yeah, I did. Okay, cool. I'll go ahead and move it over here next to the class. Alright, what options does this give me? Class switch to. Do I need one of these per? Wow, I get a lot of classes. This mob. Okay, we'll ignore that for a second. I want to see what this does, because this might be the only thing I need. Do I want them to disable it? Yeah, that's fine. Change on next respawn. Delays the class change until the next respawn rather than change the class immediately when it's selected. Let's see what that does. Show close button. Okay, yeah, I want them to have to choose a class. Well, I have default class to 1, so they can choose to back out. They'll just be stuck at team or class 1. I'll show the HUD message about which classes. Okay. I don't know if I need this class selector or not. We're going to go ahead and delete it. And I'm going to sample this out just to see what happens without that. Okay. Change to sniper. This is not a sniper. Okay. Defaults to 1. So I want it to change immediately upon selecting, but for 1, I don't want them to have weapons in the beginning. So, is there a... I guess it doesn't matter if they have weapons in here, but I just have to set up a mutator zone to where they can't shoot each other while they're waiting for the game to start. So I can copy this mutator zone, put another one right next to it, and we'll make it just a little bit bigger. Make it 10 by 6 by... I don't think this matters, but I'm going to do it anyway. But this one's going to always be enabled. I'll make sure that it doesn't have the trigger. Well, it does. I need that gone. Okay. Alright. Enable on phase always on with. This is just to keep people from shooting each other while they're waiting for the game to start. Okay, we're going to call this mutator zone device 2 is fine. There's only 2 of them. You got the pregame one. I can call this the pregame mutator so I know which one it is. Oh, okay. So I got mutator pregame. Excellent. Okay, so the pregame is just for the teleporting thing. And then the other one's to keep people from shooting each other while they're waiting for the game to start. Okay. Let's do that. Why didn't that one class not show up? That's what I want to know. Which one was it? I think it was this one. No, that one showed up. The sniper did. This one did not. Oh, because I didn't. That's probably why. Okay. Let's test that out. Make sure that shows up like it's supposed to. Yeah, there it is. So it did change me. Why did it equip that? Weird. Can't shoot. That's good. And I don't have anything triggering the or I don't have any teleporter devices to trigger me into the area, so that's all good so far. Okay. So now we need to figure out teams here. So we got blue is team 2. Okay. Alright, so we're going to drop this little teleporter device. It's facing the correct way. Good. We're going to call this team 2 side, so we'll just call this the team 2 teleporter. It does not need a group or a target group. It's always going to be enabled. Make sure this is set to team 2. That way only team 2 spawns through this. And then we'll make the rift invisible. We don't need any of that. That's fine. Server minimum, no. Okay, so now that we got this set up, we want to go to the input teleport when receiving from mutator zone device 2 on player entering zone. Excellent. So then I can copy this and just make a couple adjustments for it over here. Since it's basically going to be the same, except it's just going to be team 1 instead of team 2. Okay. Okay, there we go. Rest of it should be fine. And it's still going to teleport when receiving from the mutator zone. So that should work. Test that and make sure the teleporting thing works. And then we can dive deeper into some other stuff. Okay, I have to choose my class. Spawned over here. I don't like that. Looks like it's all working good. Maybe the timer ended. We'll set a longer pregame timer. Maybe like 15 seconds? 30 seconds? We'll set this. We'll start off with 20. Let's see if that works. Okay. I want to make sure that everything works because they're going to have to choose their class and give them plenty of time to do so. No, it immediately spawns in here. Why? Did I get this messed up? Because this one is the pregame. This is the one that doesn't need. Come on. It's not. Oh. Okay, that's why. Because on player entering zone. Delete those. Okay. There's our problem. Just save it. Feel like it didn't. Okay. So now it should be fine. Okay, so the next thing I want to do, when we got this set up, we got our classes set up, I want to make sure that the opposite team can't come in and eliminate and start shooting people that are not part of their team while they're waiting to spawn. So I'm going to place a damage device. Devices. I think it's just called a damage device. I don't know why it keeps doing that to me. Damage volume, same thing. Okay, we're going to drop that right. Just want to make sure it covers this little area. Why did I put 2 of them? I only need 1. That looks like it'll be alright. Okay, enable on phase. We're going to put always. And this is why I put the billboard, so I know this is team 1. Just want to make sure that nobody can sneak through here. Wow, there's so many. I want to make it visible so I can see it. There we go. It's not shown or dropped it. Okay. It doesn't need to be huge, it just needs to keep people from walking in here. Okay, damage. And it's going to be an instant elimination for anybody that walks in there. And then we're going to put, this is team 1 side, so anybody on team 2 that walks in here gets instantly eliminated. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Sure. Does that cover that hole completely? Make sure that nobody can sneak in here. Yeah, that works. So this is team 1, so team 2, I'm going to copy paste this over here and change the team. Okay, that should be it. Except I put this in the wrong spot. It should go here. Oh, I didn't. I put it in the right spot. Second guessing myself. Can't see anything. There we go. It's really hard to get this just right. I want it there, like that. Okay, now I don't really want the zone itself to be visible, so we're going to turn that off. And then it shows up. That's cool. Whatever. As long as it's not visible in the game, I don't really care. Alright. Let's make sure that works. Okay, so I can select my class. Sniper has nothing? The sniper does have nothing. Why? I'll have to fix that in a second. I just want to check the other things first. And it didn't teleport me. Okay, what's going on? Okay, first off, the sniper class is saying it has nothing. Grant items on respawn. Quick granted item, first item, visible game. It's got items. Why? I don't know why it's not doing that. All the other ones seem to work. Now I need to figure out why it wasn't teleporting me. Okay. That's working. Or it's set up right anyway. Okay. That somehow got messed up. Does this one get messed up too, and that's why it's not working? Yes. I don't know why it does that. This game's got weird glitches. Okay, player entering zone. Okay, accept. So default class to 1. I'll figure that out later. Okay, well, that's working now. Okay. It should be eliminated the second I walk in here. Yep. Awesome. It's not showing it has anything. And it brings me back. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know why. Shouldn't bring me back here, but it did, and I know why. Okay, another device that I need is a checkpoint device. So we're going to go ahead and need a couple of them. Checkpoint, there it is. Go ahead and drop that. This is what Team 2. Go ahead and do that here. Always enabled. Only Team 2 can activate it. Not visible in game. We're going to turn the activate effects off. Any class, it doesn't matter. Okay. And we're going to register when they spawn through that their designated teleporter. So we're going to find their teleporter. Just Team 2 on teleported register. Cool. Do the same thing over here except for Team 1. Team 1 teleporter on teleported. Cool. So now that that's working. Now whenever they get eliminated, they should spawn to their corresponding sites. Okay. Well, like that all set up, I'll go ahead and set up the victory conditions. I'm going to use a score manager for this. So we're going to go ahead and just drop the score manager. I might need a couple. I don't know. Yeah, okay. So I'll copy, paste. And then I'm going to also do an in-game device. I'll need a vending machine too, so we'll get that. Okay. We'll go to the Team 1 score. And then we'll do Team 2 score so I can keep them separated. Okay, and then I'll drop this in-game device here. And I need 2. I think I only need 1. We'll figure that out when we come to it. Okay. Score value 1 adding. Activating team is only going to be Team 1. It can trigger 10 times. That's it. We'll do infinite. Okay. Adjust the score given by this. Score loading is on. Minimum score, maximum score. We'll do 50. Oh, no, just 50. Enabled on phase, yes. Visible in game, no. Okay, well, let's try this set to 50. Yeah, we can turn the score update. Okay. I go increment. Okay, there's a couple of devices I'm going to need for this, so we're going to wait on setting those up. So for one, make sure this is set to Team 2. Set that to 50. I think that's the max eliminations I want. Okay, and then display the score update on the HUD. Okay. So I'm also going to need a team settings and inventory. Place it just behind the score device here. I'll copy. Oops, that's not what I want. That. There we go. So team 1 is team 1. I'll call this team 1 settings. And we'll just call it team 1. Okay, all that's good. What I really want this for is for the eliminated items, or the eliminated people. Right here, on enemy eliminated by team member, on team member eliminated. Send an event to this is team 1, so we'll send a point to the team 2 and increment. So whenever anybody on team 1 is eliminated, it sends a point to team 2, and we'll do vice versa on the other one. Okay. On enemy eliminated team member. Oh, actually, that's probably easier to do it this way. We're going to change that. On an enemy eliminated by team member, we'll send an event to the score device for that team instead. So we'll go to team 2 score, increment, and I'll change the other one. So I didn't change this. Okay, that'd be a lot easier to do. Team 1 score set to increment, and then we'll delete this one. Okay, make sure that stayed. On enemy eliminated by team member, send a point to team 1 score. And then should be the same on this, except it's team 2 score. Cool. +1, excellent. Okay, now we got the score manager set up. Next thing I want to do is come over here to this in-game device. What to end in the round with whoever wins. You can set it to a specific team if you want 2 different ones, but it's a lot easier for this particular scenario, just the winning team. And then it doesn't matter what team activated, so we're going to activate when receiving from the score Team 1 score on max triggers, and the same thing on Team 2 score on max trigger. So depending on who gets the most first, it'll set up. Okay. So that's all set up. Now I need to go back to my island settings real quick. I think there was something I needed to change in here. Oh, just to go over this. For my Team Deathmatch, I have it set up pretty basic. There's 8 players, 2 teams split evenly. I have 10 rounds. You can do it however you want. I do have it set on a time limit of 10 minutes. I think it's covered over there. I have the default class identifier set to class 1. So if they choose not to, which I made it to where they can't, so either way it's going to be class 1. And they can, at the end of the round, their class will get reset. So no matter what they choose, when the round's over, it'll go back to class 1. The rest of it's pretty cut and dry, the same as most of the games I make. Join in progress, I have this different. It's set to spawn instead of spawn on next round, so they can just spawn in and play. Another thing I have changed is gold granted on elimination. It's set to 5, so every time they do an elimination, they get 5 gold. That way, later I can set up like billboards, or not billboards, but vending machines that they can purchase better weapons if they choose, and that can cost gold that they can save up for. Another thing I did change, I think elimination score. I think I can turn that off actually, because I have the score manager, so I don't need it from here. Okay. I think that's it for that, but I did want to make sure. So round 1 conditions score. I got tiebreaker for time alive, and then tiebreaker 2 for damage dealt. So like, it kind of just goes down the list. If this is even, then it goes to the next one. If this is even, it goes to the next. So to determine who wins the game. There was something in particular I was looking for, if I could remember what it was. Grab this. It was something with the UI. Rotation, no. I'm not seeing it here. It might actually be under player or world. That's what we're seeing. No, UI right there. Okay. HUD info type. I'm gonna set this to round stats. I think that's what I wanted specifically. Actually, we can do score. Let's do it that way. And then top center scoreboard is on. This is what I wanted. Show elimination, show wood and all that. No. And then show gold, yes. Okay. The rest of it can stay. What's the scoreboard? That's the end of the round scoreboard. I can leave that the way it is. Okay. That should cover it. Just give it a quick sample. Make sure everything's working the way it should. Except for my sniper class, it's still being weird. I don't know why it's doing that. I'll have to delete it and remake it to see if it changes. That's not even the class I picked. Is it? Okay, so at the top center HUD, that's working good. Now there was, I can spawn a test player. I just spawned 27 of them. I should have not done that. Okay. Hopefully some are on the other team. But they're probably back there where I can't get to them. Yeah. Okay. Now I need to figure out what's going on with this class and why only that one is being done. I'm just going to delete it in general. Copy this one here and change it. Okay. We'll make it class 2. Okay. Then I want to come in here, clear all the items out of it. Equip the first item, please. Thank you. Come back into the weapons, give them the weapons I had. I don't remember exactly which sniper I had. I think it was this one. That, and then a pistol. Again. And I think I had the recon grenades for them. Yep. Okay. I think I can only have 2, so. Oh. Hopefully that goes away. Okay. That. And then that. And then that. Okay, cool. Let's try it again, see if that worked. Yay! Awesome. So now I have all the weapons. Should probably delete those when they spawn. Now I have 2 of these same pistols. And okay. Well, everything looks like it's functioning properly. Let's check that one thing real quick. Why is it? That would be under here. I don't think that's going to matter. I think it's actually going to be under each of these individually. Grant items on respawn. Yes, that should do that. Okay. I don't know why. When it's respawning, it's just giving them all the stuff. It should delete the old items and give them the new ones. Is that an option in here somewhere? There we go. Let's do that. Eliminated players, items, delete. Actually, I can do that from the menu and not have to do it for each individual thing. So let's do that. Do our pickups? No. Inventory, maybe. Let's see their equipment. Not seeing it there either. So I went over it. It's got to be in here somewhere. Cooldowns, charges. Item drop. No, it's not here. World. Maybe it's under mode. I don't see it. There. Team settings, maybe? No, it wouldn't be there. I don't see it there either. Well, I wouldn't see why it'd be under round. It's got to be under here somewhere. It's got to be under equipment. I'm just not looking at it. Or inventory. Cooldowns, gold, charges. Fine, I'll just manually do it each time. It's just kind of annoying. Okay. Scroll down. Limit players, items, delete. I know it's in there somewhere. I just got tired of looking for it. Okay. Next one. Delete. Okay. Now it should delete them. So whenever they get eliminated or whatever, it'll delete all their items so they can spawn in with new ones. Okay. So that should be all good. I don't need these anymore since I already know which side is which. Excellent. Okay, so that should just about wrap this up. So we got our pregame lobby. Everything's good over there. It spawns people into the correct sides. They can choose what class they want, and then I got our score thing set up with their in-game set up there. It's got a 10-minute timer per round, and then I also have it set up here under the island settings. I think it's under here. So wherever, if somebody, like, there's 10 rounds, right? And then if somebody wins 5 or 6 of them, one team wins 6 of them in a row, it'll automatically end the game to keep it from just being like really bad. I think it was under here. Nope. And most rounds wins. Yeah, that's one thing. But it was. I don't know if it was under round or not. Maybe mode. But either way, it's. I can't remember what it's called. Like force game end on match point or something like that, where whenever somebody has won so many rounds that they can't be beat, it will end the game automatically. So I have that set up, turned on. But that should just about cover it. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me either on YouTube, Facebook, or any of that kind of stuff. So if you have any questions, just reach out and I get back to them as soon as I can. I get busy throughout the week, but I try to respond as quickly as I can. So, but anyway, thanks y'all for watching, and I'll catch you next time.